Some games aren't just entertainment. Behind their stories, there are hidden layers that few ever notice. Some games go beyond linear narratives, full of clues, metaphors, and fragments of truth. Sometimes what's left unsaid matters more than what's shown. Here, we look behind the curtain of game narratives, where reality, fiction, and conspiracy intertwine.
The Last of Us.
No soldiers, none of Robert's men, yeah?
The Fireflies weren't trying to cure the infected, they were eliminating them. Some believe the Fireflies were lying, and Ellie's surgery was never necessary. Instead, they wanted to use her to build an army or control the virus, not cure it. Abby is said to be the result of a secret genetic program. Her father, the surgeon, was part of a team working on creating virus-resistant super soldiers. When Joel killed him, he destroyed the project. In Part 2, Joel's death is seen by some as a deliberate character assassination, meant to force players to sympathize with Abby. A theory suggests there's a larger cultural or propaganda project behind it.
Red Dead Redemption.
Call needs making. Where we heading?
Arthur never had tuberculosis. He was poisoned. Dutch feared Arthur, knowing he was the true leader. His illness was part of a plan to remove him. The Ephesus cult allegedly controls the world. Were Dutch or even Michael connected to Ephesus? Hidden files in the game's data mention a long-forgotten name, Ephesus, a secret network controlling politicians, bankers, and even parts of the military. Their motto, order from chaos. The game contains clues hinting that secret societies were behind banks and politics, and Arthur was a threat to them. There are references to aliens, occult groups, and dark magic throughout the game, leading some to believe there's a hidden alternate story beneath the surface.
Detroit, Become Human.
Humans already knew the androids would awaken. Everything was designed as a giant social experiment to test androids' response to injustice. Kara was never truly free. Her path is full of psychological triggers. Maybe she's stuck in a mental loop, never escaping her programming. The game is full of references to modern slavery and corporate control. Some say Quantic Dream is warning us. We're heading toward a new kind of slave society with androids. Another theory suggests Marcus was pre-programmed to start a revolution, not as a symbol of freedom, but as a controlled hero.
Please, you gotta save my little girl. Wait, you're sending an android?
All right.
Life is strange.
Where am I? What's happening?
All events happen inside Max's dying mind, in the moment she drowns. Every choice is a mental projection, a fantasy before death. The game is the inner world of a depressed girl who ended her life. Victoria and Jefferson are part of a secret human trafficking ring. Blackwell Academy is just a front. Beneath it lies a much bigger network trafficking teens. Max was actually part of a secret government project related to time control, her memory wiped. The school is more like a psychological lab.
The Walking Dead.
Officer?
Lee had already died before the game began. Everything is a mental replay of his guilt, a kind of purgatory. Clementine is a silent carrier of the virus. She's immune, but those around her eventually die. Some believe Clementine's father was alive and connected to a military or scientific group behind the outbreak, and Lee himself was part of an experiment. Another theory says none of it was real. The entire game is a childhood memory loop in Clementine's mind, not actual events.
Don't make me do this!
Firewatch.
Henry was never separated from his wife, she died, and everything is a psychological illusion. The entire game is a flashback, playing in his mind after he ended his life. Delilah doesn't exist, she's a voice Henry invented to stay sane. Her words often repeat or seem disconnected, because she's not real. Some believe the real story is deeper than it seems. Henry may be under psychological observation, and Delilah is part of that test. Or maybe Henry is in a coma after a car accident, and the entire game is a mental construct at the edge of death.
This brief introduction is not a big shock.
Senua's sacrifice.
Senua was mentally tortured by a cult. The voices, visions, and repeated references to death were created by those who tried to break her soul. In the game, we, the player, are part of an experiment on Senua. The story isn't told by Senua, but by an observer. You play the role of a god, or the watcher of her darkness. Some say Senua is already dead, and her journey is a descent through the underworld to accept death and reconcile with herself. Others believe the entire game is a metaphor for the human battle against mind control systems, cults, PTSD, and psychological abuse.
Dark magic draws her closer.
It's not him. He's helping her. It's not him.
It's a trick.
She's doing it on her own.
What remains of Edith Finch?
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Edith killed her entire family. The stories told in the game are distorted retellings to justify what she did. In the end, she also ends her own life. The Finch house is actually a psychological testing facility. All the strange rooms, surreal deaths, and mechanical contraptions are part of secret mental experiments conducted on the family. Some believe Edith never truly existed. She's a fictional persona created by the narrator, possibly her mother, as a way to escape guilt. Another theory says the family was never cursed. What happened was a hidden cycle of mass death or generational suicide, explained away as a curse.
The power had been turned off the night we left. For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
We may never know which of these theories are true, or if they're just the creations of fan imagination. But one thing's clear, some games have far more to say than they let on. And if even a small part of these theories is close to the truth, maybe we, like the characters, are just part of a designed narrative. Or maybe we're just overthinking it. The choice is yours, as always. If you want to explore deeper into the hidden worlds of video games, subscribe and share your own theory in the comments.